Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. There are many hidden gems on Steam, and players who discover these experiences attest to the fact that these games are some of the very best that the storefront has to offer. Many were made by indie developers, which is why they are often so inaccessible to the most of gamers. Though their creators seldom have the kind of marketing budgets needed to make their work stand out, however, the fantastic content on offer in these hidden gems is able to do that just fine on its own. So I decided to make a list of 10 hidden gems on Steam you never knew about. Let me know in comments if I missed out on any games that should be included, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hypercharge Unboxed is what the vast majority of the Toy Story video games failed to be fun. Some may prefer an adventure with recognizable characters like Buzz and Woody, but those looking for a toy-based title with fantastic combat could definitely do a lot worse. When the game is at its very best, they'll struggle to find much better. The amount of love and care that Digital Cybercherries has put into the game is clear for all to see, and this extends not only to the game's fantastic visuals but also its perfectly executed gameplay mechanics. As a result, when it comes to hidden gems on Steam, Hypercharge Unboxed is one of the most unique and enjoyable on offer. Deceit is a multiplayer game with a large focus on communication. Rather than teamwork, the game is designed to test a player's abilities to deceive their fellow players, just as its title suggests. It's more of a mind game than a horror game, but it does contain plenty of horror elements. Deceit is unlike most of the other games on Steam, but it can be compared to games like Among Us. The game can be purchased for a bargain on the Steam store, so there's very little reason for fans of social deception and imposter games not to at least give it a try. In Wuppo, players control a fictional creature known as a Wum as it searches for a new place to live. After being exiled from his home, he embarks upon an adventure filled with puzzles and monsters. Despite what its art style might suggest, this isn't just a game for kids, with players of all ages able to enjoy this epic adventure. The game is continually changing environments, which is part of the reason why Wuppo Definitive Edition is so much fun. Many will go into the experience with low expectations, but they'll soon change their outlook after enjoying every bit of this game. It's a hidden gem that too few people have played. The idea of exploring an underground version of London where residents cannot bear to see the sunlight and nightmarish creatures roam the Untersee is a truly riveting setting. Sunless Sea does a great job of utilizing this setting to its fullest, making for a tantalizing experience as players find unique areas to explore and uncover a host of mysteries that are further accentuated by the game's impeccable writing. The game's atmosphere is impeccable, and players can easily spend 100 hours in the game without uncovering its true secrets. The game is devilishly hard early on, but each death prepares the player, as they slowly understand how the world works and what they need to do to conquer its many threats. For those who like to smash things and want to combine that with their interest in renovating houses, House Flipper is a phenomenal hidden gem. Everything from the engineering to the cleanup is involved when playing House Flipper, making the game a lot more nuanced than just point, click, and destroy. Players who do their job correctly will be able to turn houses around and sell them for a profit. Those who just want to destroy things can still have a lot of fun too, even if the end result is a little less rewarding. The game can also be played in VR for those with the hardware to do so, allowing players to really feel like they're a part of the action. This hidden object game presents players with some folks to find across a wide range of beautifully hand-drawn areas. The game takes after the book series Where's Waldo, with all of the locations found in Hidden Folks first sketched on paper before being scanned and put into the game. The results are often quite stunning. Most of the objects in the game can be interacted with, even if they're not what players are supposed to be looking for. For those looking for a relaxing game that doesn't require a lot of effort, Hidden Folks might just be the perfect title for them. Omori is one of the greatest indie RPGs of all time, featuring a world that seems rather cheerful and goofy at first glance, only to reveal something truly dark and sinister in the background that is bound to scare any player out of their wits. Players need a strong stomach to deal with the disturbing content present in this fascinating title. While Omori did sell a decent number of copies, the fact that more people don't talk about this amazing title is nothing short of a crime. Any fan of unique turn-based RPGs owes it to themselves to check out this amazing title, with its charming writing and disturbing mystery making for a great time and players slowly uncover the root cause of this darkness that plagues the game. With its beautiful art style and thought-provoking narrative, Spiritfarer really sets itself apart from its peers. Players are tasked with ferrying the souls of the dead to their eternal resting places and must build their own boat to not only transport all of the wayward spirits, but also to find them throughout the game's wonderfully whimsical world. Though the exploration itself is certainly enjoyable, it's perhaps the player's interactions with the spirits that make the experience so enjoyable. The presentation is top-notch as well, with the hand-drawn art and animation making for one of the most visually appealing games of the past few years. There are even crafting and farming mechanics too, for those who enjoy that kind of thing. A Short Hike is a wonderful game that is absolutely worth playing. Everything about it, from its charming yet simplistic visuals to its wonderful non-linear story, is incredibly well realized, with players encouraged to explore the game's wonderful world. The dynamic soundtrack and the game's slow pacing combine to create one of the most relaxing video games ever made, which is some achievement, considering how few people actually worked on it. As the title might suggest, it's a relatively short affair though, given its low pricing, few could complain about that. It's easy to compare my Time at Portia to games like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon. Where it sets itself apart is its post-apocalyptic setting, which somehow manages to come across as being incredibly pleasant despite the end-of-the-world connotations that come along with it. Players must rebuild a workshop by growing crops and raising livestock, among other things. There's enough content to keep people engaged for well over 60 hours, making it a great game for fans of simulation games who are looking for a new title to sink some serious time into.